Hi, YouTube. It is me, Neon Lover, and this is gonna be a tough video. So, I've been debating on whether or not I was going to go through with this, but after thinking about it, I think it's the best option for me, and I am finally starting to release myself from caring so deeply about what other people want, and this is my life. My life has been affected by this person. My life has been affected very negatively, and I am the one at the end of the day who is struggling. This person gets to just continue on with their life like nothing happened, because they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to own up to it. They want to put the blame on me. And so I want to talk about it the best that I can. And for some stupid fucking reason, I still feel like protecting them, which is so stupid that I still feel that way. And I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for any of this. And I don't want, I want my life back. I want to be free. I want to feel better. And this is something I need to do. So, and one thing I will not be doing is I will not be naming anyone. I haven't, and I won't. I don't think that naming anybody or pointing at someone will help the situation. The situation is what it is because of the both of us. It's not an attack or anything, but let me just share. Me and a streamer had a close personal relationship. Okay, so I want to include this in the video to give more context, and also I didn't explain it of how me and this person even met in the first place. So the way that we met is actually through another streamer's Discord. The streamer happens to be their best friend, and yeah, so there was back when everybody first started streaming in this community, I was there. I was there in the very beginning of everybody's the start of everybody's streaming career. I was there. And so there was this one streamer, I started out watching this person's brother, and then this person, when they started streaming and stuff, way back in the day, And this person, when they first started streaming, they would have like drunk streams, right? So during the drunk streams, I was actually not the legal drinking age, but I would drink and watch the streams and like enjoy myself as well. And so like after the streams, we would all get in Discord together. Most of the time, there would be a Discord call like after the stream, and we would all get in there and hang out. Like the community was small enough to where like that wasn't an issue, because it was like at the very beginning of these streams. So anyway, so I join the Discord, like the call, like I'm waiting for the streamer to come in. And I'm gonna reference this person as the streamer because I don't want to name them, and like they are not a part of this at all. So I like, you'll see why I'm giving the details that I am. You'll see. So I'm waiting for the streamer to join, and nobody else was in the call at this moment. I'm like waiting for everybody. Well, their best friend, who is the creator and the admin of their Discord, joins the call. And I was very interested in this streamer. So when their friend joined, I was like, okay, like, who the fuck is this person? Like, I don't want to talk to this person. I want to talk to the streamer. So the person joins, and that I'm talking about in the video, by the way, in this whole video, this person joins the call and is trying to talk to me. And I'm like, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to talk. Or I think I was ignoring them or something. Or I just tell them, like, fuck off. And they get mad at me, ego me, and ban me from their best friend's Discord, like the streamer's Discord. They ban me. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, like I'm banned, like what the fuck? Like I want to talk to the person and now like I'm banned, like what can I do? So I decide to DM the friend who had banned me. So I slide into those DMs and I'm like, what can I do? Like, I'll do anything to get unbanned. Like, just unban me. Like, I'm sorry. And I end up sending nude photos of myself to this person, and I get unbanned. It's such a crazy sentence to say, and like, I'm not proud of anything that I say in this video, but I did it. I was like 19, 20 at the time. No, 19. I was 18, 19. Yeah, 18 or 19 at this time. Yeah, so I was like 18, freshly 19 when this happened. But anyway, so I sent that to the admin, who I'm talking about in this video, and they unbanned me. And I'm like, okay, let me just keep like a good friendship with this person, because they seem like if I like don't give them attention or what they want, they're gonna ban me. And that's when our like friendship started. And then we ended up dating for a short period of time. I broke up with him 3 times, so we dated like on and off. And yeah, then like we'll go into the rest of the story, but I just wanted to include that because I think it's important, and you'll see the reoccurring themes and like the pattern of behavior. So, yeah. I always considered this person a friend. Me and this person dated when we first met. We dated. I broke up with him years ago, a few different times, but we did date briefly. After that, we still remained friends, although they would be very flirtatious and sexual with me in conversation. I know that is not a surprise considering the persona that I created with Neon Lover, but as I just stated, Neon Lover is a persona. I am a real person, I have real feelings, and when it comes to friendships and people that I connect with off stream, I do not want that. Now, another thing, did you make it known to this person? I did. I always, from day one of knowing that person, showed that I cared genuinely about them, about their well-being. Always asking, are you okay? How are you? How are you doing? They are the type of person to not open up about their feelings and things that they're going through. So at a certain point in time, I did stop asking them that question of, how are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? Because I would always get, I'm fine. Why are you asking? I'm fine. Nothing's going on, when clearly they weren't okay. And so that's what it was. During the time frame that I met this person, without really giving timelines, because I don't think timelines are that fair in this case, but during the time that I met this person, I was mentally the worst that I've ever been. I was very mentally and emotionally unstable. That is why our relationship did not work out. And I know that it was hard for them to be a friend to me, but they did love and care for me so much, and they were there for me. At a certain point, they did feel burdened by my mental health, because I was constantly like not okay and wanting to myself, and just always communicating negative feelings and thoughts, and yeah, so of course that became a problem, and so we had like a few arguments about that, and so at a certain point I did block this person, because I will never forget, I still have the screenshots on my phone, which I thought about for this video, maybe including screenshots, but I think that is a bit too far. If I need to, I can. I have receipts, all the receipts, but like I said, this is not that. This is just me giving myself a voice when my voice has been minimized, taken away, and not even thought of. So the argument that I had with this person that led to me blocking them for, I think I had them blocked for 3 years, I think. The conversation it was a lot, but it started off as, Neon, you only call me when you're going from A to B. You don't call me any other way. I'm just like a person that you call when you're driving or doing something. So that was the first part of the argument. And it was also, they were saying, you never ask about me, like how I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But every time I ask them, they don't like it. They don't know how to express their feelings, and they don't express them. They don't express what's going on with them. So we were arguing about that, like, we were arguing just about that, which was so stupid. But then it got worse because the person told me that they only viewed me as a sexual object and they never saw me as someone to date or to be with. That's basically what they said. Word for word, I would have to look back at the messages that I still have. And it doesn't, like, it's not important like that. But that was it. They basically told me, like, that I was just a sexual object for them. That they didn't want to date me, and that I wasn't, like, even, like, a real friend. Like, I was just, like, just something for them, him. Just something for him to get off to. And mind you, at this point, we had been in each other's lives for at least 4 years, at least, at this point. And, yeah, this was around COVID, around COVID time that this argument happened. And so, yeah, I blocked them. And like I said, I had them blocked for like 2-3 years. Well, I unblocked them the end of last year, I think, or like towards the end of last year. So towards the end of 2024 is when I unblocked this person and welcomed them back into my life. And I keep like, God, I'm still just trying to protect them so much that I'm just like, like it's he, okay, it's a guy, like it's not like, I don't even think they go by pronouns, like it's like he, him, like, but so like I said, he showed interest. Interest in like me and how I was doing, what I had been doing, what I have done, and like we talked about how I had like been in therapy since then, since like right after we stopped, right after I blocked him, I had started therapy, and I had been in therapy for, since then, and how well I was doing and progressing in my life. So it seemed like we reconnected, like our friendship was back, like it was just good, and I believed it. And he was showing me support on my online stuff, like my streams and everything, and telling me to keep it up, and I'm doing great. And he was connecting me to like different communities and everything, and everything seemed to be good. there were times where he would make like flirtatious sexual comments, and I would like brush them off or be like, what? Because this person, like, I don't, with me, it was never like that. So when this person is doing this, I'm like, and you know what? I'll say this because it also gives context, and I'm sure if they decide to clap back at me, they're going to bring this up. I did make adult content. I made adult content from age 18 to age 24. And I am turning 27 now, so I haven't touched that stuff in like 4 years. Yeah, I think I had just turned 24 when I stopped. So I guess like 3 years. Yeah, like 4 years, whatever you want to say. But yeah, and now you're like, I don't think you guys would be surprised that like I was part of that life. Yeah. So he knew about that stuff, of course, which I guess this is something I should have said in the beginning, like, because we had known each other for so long, and so he knew about that stuff and he enjoyed it. He did subscribe to me for years, like throughout my whole like creating content days. He subbed and everything, and I thought that was quite weird because I'm like, what are you doing? And he has a girlfriend, still has a girlfriend now, so but yeah, so the fact that he was making sexual comments or flirtatious comments wasn't completely shocking. Of course it wasn't completely shocking, but it's still weird because it's like, we've known each other for such a long time. We dated at a certain point. Like, you're supposed to be a friend to me, and I don't know, maybe because I hurt you, you just don't want to view me in that way anymore. You want to just view me as what I portray online. And so anyway, after I blocked him and unblocked him, the fact that he was still making comments like this after I had ended all of my adult stuff was weird. And if you watch my streams, you know how I do cater to those people, like the people who goon or whatever, just yeah, I cater to those people. I mean, sometimes we really go all in with the gooning and stuff, and then other times I show the real side of me. We play games, we talk, we just chill. And that's what I like so much about my streams, and that's what you guys like, because I can do that, but I can also be me. Like, I show my genuine side, the real me. I show that, which is rare for a lot of streamers, but that's what makes us, like, our little community a little unique. So I'm trying to think of how to deliver the next part of the story without exposing too much, because I don't want backlash. And so we reconnected in 2024. I finally met him in 2025. I was so excited. And the person, they paid for like almost everything for my trip. And they treated me like shit. He treated me like shit and tried to basically say that because they paid for everything, I had no right to be upset by their behavior, by their words, by their actions. Like, it was when it was good, it was so good. So good. We were holding hands, we were kissing, we made out, things escalated a little bit. And I want to say, I didn't expect this to happen. It wasn't my goal. My goal was to spend time with him, to bond with him, to just enjoy him and enjoy this new place that I've been like around a little because family, but like this specific like area was new to me. It's like a different world, and I was just so excited to finally meet him and just enjoy. And it was so good until it wasn't. There was some issues because he was with me and his girlfriend was like, who is she? What are you doing? What? But at this point, well, it depends on what you count as cheating. Like, if you count, which I do, but it depends if you count cheating as kissing, making out, cuddling, holding hands, a little more than, but if you don't, then nothing bad happened, I guess. And so after that, his demeanor changed. But it wasn't like it. I could tell that he didn't regret me. but I could tell that he was conflicted. I could see it on him that he was conflicted, that he did have feelings, did care for me, did like me. I wouldn't say love, but I would say liked me. But I could tell that he was conflicted because he, like I said, has a girlfriend. And she was hurt, and then I was hurt. So anyway, yeah, so the ending, or like the middle of the trip, was bad. The ending of the trip was good because we had a really nice ending to the trip before I left and went back home. And I want to say during that trip I didn't have a sexual intercourse with him. Nor did I want to. I didn't want anything sexual, but whatever. And let me give context on what I mean by that, because that can go so badly. What I mean by that is, for me, when I really am into someone, like if I am really interested in someone, like I really like them, I want to know more, I'm like trying to connect, I don't want anything sexual or like nothing. Like even kissing turns like disgust me a little bit, because when I get in that mode, like I really need a connection before anything else. And so at this point in time, I'm still wanting to connect, and then we had a bad time, and the connection kind of, for me, just was like gone. And then at the end of the trip, it felt like we're getting back there. So after that, I went home. It was really difficult to go home. I cried when I was saying goodbye, and we kissed for the last time and hugged for the last time, and I went off to the airport in an Uber alone. He didn't go with me. It was so painful. It felt like my heart was getting ripped out. And like, I want to say, like, even now when I'm telling this story and I'm reliving it, it's so bizarre, because like, although we didn't have the title of boyfriend and girlfriend, still do not have that title, by the way. Like, we went together like this. Like, we literally are like this when we're together. Like, we just mesh well. And I felt that, and I'm a female. Of course I like feel deeper than a guy would. So for me, it hit hard. And of course it just confirmed to me more that I had the feeling of wanting to be with him. So after this, a bit of time goes by, or not even a bit of time, like a month, I think, goes by. And the girlfriend finds out that me and him were cuddling and stuff, and a little more. She finds out. I think she had went onto his Instagram and saw our Instagram DMs, and so yeah, she of course flipped out, was calling me and everything, and I, at the time, calling me on Instagram, from his Instagram and hers, and at the time that this was going on, I was streaming. And it was a drunk stream, so I had like no clue that this was going on. I don't get notifications from Instagram DMs. So in order for me to see Instagram notifications, I have to literally open the Instagram app and then they come through. I don't know if it's just my phone, but that's just how my phone works with Instagram. So regardless, I was streaming, I end stream, and it was a drunk stream. So after I end stream, I'm drunk, I open my Instagram, and I see it. The calls, the messages. And I'm obviously freaking out because I'm thinking, what does she know? What did she saw? What did she know? What did he tell her? Like, what, I don't even know what's happening. Okay, like, I'm drunk. I'm seeing this, like, I think it was either, like, it was 30 minutes to an hour after the fact. And I see a message from him saying, "Don't call me." And it was on Instagram. Or it said either "don't call me" or "don't message me." I think I have screenshots of it somewhere. But it said one of the two. And I was drunk and I texted back, "Okay." After that, that incident, he wasn't able to interact with me publicly. He basically had to ice me out, act like he doesn't know me, like he doesn't fuck with me, that I am basically nobody to him. Yep, no acknowledging me, no anything with me, nothing to do with me. And telling me to be mindful of when I am interacting. Just like he wasn't allowed to include me in anything or speak to me like publicly, basically, like just a complete like shut out. And that was one of the, the story gets like worse, it gets more painful, but at this, up to this point in time, this is the most painful thing ever. Even worse than when I visited him and we had our issues, because this is when I should have just like, this is when it should have clicked in my head that, like, you're in a bad situation and it's only going to get worse. Because behind the scenes, we're still talking, we're still calling on Discord, and I didn't mention this, it's not that important, but like, we would call on Discord for hours. We would sleep together on Discord. We were like this, and we started to distance ourselves a little bit after my first trip. That's when we stopped being on Discord all the time and stuff, but we were still calling on Discord and like speaking and everything. So yeah, so she found out, and then I'm basically getting publicly ostracized, just thrown away. But behind the scenes, we're communicating, and we're communicating, and he is just being him, I guess, just being him, wanting stuff from me, wanting to see my body, there comes a time where I want to be a mod for him. And of course he's like, nope. Nope, can't, because of her. You can't. I wasn't really surprised, but so at first he's telling me, nope, you're not gonna be a mod. No way. Can't do it. And I'm begging him, which it sounds fucking disgusting and like pathetic, like that I had to like, it's so insane that that this is real, like this is my life, like how is this my fucking life? But it gets worse. So I'm telling him, like, I'll do anything. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, to get mod. Like, I'll do anything. And we were on a Discord call while I'm, like, begging him, like, what do you want me to do? He says that he wants me to fuck myself with a dildo on camera. And so what do? I do just that. And he mods me on an alt because I can't be mod on my main because of her. And it was also just like a great cover, because if I saw that she was in the stream, it was our understanding that I would not type on that account, and I would type on my alt mod account. And it was also our understanding, that I would not type the same way that I normally do, in order to not be found out by anyone, because nobody can know what account is mine. So we end up, so you guys know I moved to Austin, Texas, or maybe some of you don't know. I'm in my new room. I just moved in like a few days ago. So before my trip here, I drove, by the way, it was about 22 hours, and I did stop. I stopped, overnight, like twice. Drove here by myself, alone, and before I moved, because I moved twice, because my lease was going to be up and it wasn't quite time for me to move all the way to Texas. So what I ended up doing was just moving into a temporary place for like a week. I think less than 2 weeks, or maybe it was a full 2 weeks, and then I did the drive down to Texas. And a lot of my stuff is still at home in storage. Well, can't really say home anymore. This is my new home. I moved here, but a lot of my stuff is still there, like all my furniture and everything. But anyway, so when I was organizing how I was going to move, I reached out to him and I asked him if he could help me. And he told me that he could not, because he wouldn't have like a cover story. And well, that was part of it. Part of it was he wouldn't have a cover story. Then the second part of it is, how would he explain that he's in Austin when I'm in Austin? So basically he told me that he couldn't help me. And I was like, okay, that really fucking sucks, because he told me months and months ago that he would help me. He said he would help me. He knew I needed the help because I was literally doing the move alone. All of the planning and everything I did on my own. No help from family, friends, anyone. And all I wanted was for him to help. And I thought that we were close enough, and after everything that had happened between us and that we'd been through, I thought he would help. Yeah, well, he didn't. And I don't know if it was excuses, if he was really worried about being caught with me, or if he didn't know how to explain it to her. I really don't know, because I moved in on a weekend. He doesn't work on weekends, and so there was really no excuse. He just didn't want to, and so let's keep that in mind. Regardless, I did the move on my own, but before I talk about my move and everything that is happening now, there's one last part. So after he tells me that he can't help me move, he decides to pay for me to come there to visit him again. And he paid for damn near everything. He did. He paid for literally everything, except for like a couple Ubers, but overall, literally, like hotel, food, the flight, all him. And I was so excited, because I feel like when we're together, it's so good, and I was very excited. And everything was great, until we were going to go out to a club or a bar. It was like a rooftop bar. And so I got ready. And I go out of the bathroom, makeup on, dress on, everything. And he's like, "You look so hot, like come lay down." And I was like, "What?" Like, what? It escalated. Everything happened. To completion, everything happened. And after that we went out. We took an Uber. We took an Uber. And we got in an argument about streaming because, oh no, I remember, it was after the rooftop bar because there was a bouncer there that I started talking to, and we were just talking about being creative and applying ourselves and stuff, and like education and everything, and he really inspired me, and it made me want to like go harder with streaming and stuff. And so I was talking to him about it, and I mentioned the fact that I thought about streaming on the Monday, and this was Saturday. So yeah, we were talking about, or I was telling him how, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, this is good. Like, I want to stream. Like, I want to stream on Monday. You know, I'll still be in the city, but my flight is that night, and I can do like a little IRL in the city, and it'll be great. Because I genuinely love doing IRLs, and I haven't done an IRL in the city before, so I'm like, oh my god, this would be great, and this would be a great jump start for me since I'm moving to Austin and I plan on doing IRLs there. So this would be a good IRL to like get started, to like start the journey. And he got so mad at me. He's like, you can't stream here. We said we weren't streaming this weekend at all, and you can't stream here because they will know. She will find out. You'll get me in trouble. Like, what are you doing? You trying to jeopardize me? You trying to expose me? Blah blah blah. Like, just freaking out because I wanted to IRL stream and have a good time with my very small community. I don't know how many times I need to say that. Like, it's have a very small community. And he's saying that people are parasocial. They would know. They would like this, that, and the other. Well, now they're definitely going to know, but he just got so mad at me, and I cried because I just wanted to enjoy myself and have a good time, and he's accusing me of wanting to jeopardize him, expose him, and be malicious, and it was never like that, and it's still not like that. And so I was very hurt. I was hurt that he would even think that I would want to do something like that, or that I would and he just wasn't hearing me. I think he was just afraid. And when he gets afraid, oh my God, no, I'm making excuses for him, and I'm not doing it anymore. He had no reason to be mad like that at me. I've never done anything like that to him, and it's not okay to treat me like that, to treat anyone like that. It's the same. And I was just telling him how it was hurtful, and like, you know, he's collaborating with other streamers, hosting other streamers and everything, and then can't do anything with me, and it's so painful. Like, that is like it's one of the most fucked up situations you can be in, is like the person that should be your biggest supporter is not supporting you. But meanwhile, you're supporting them and cheering them on, and they don't do anything like that for you. And yeah, so this was the same night that we did the thing. So it hurt. It just hurt so bad, because it's like it's not like, it wasn't just about like it's literally like you like it's like he got what he wanted and switched like that. Like, got what he wanted, and then boom, like, just being an asshole. And he did pull the card of like, I support you. I've spent so much money. You have no idea how much money I've spent. And I'm like, it's not about the money. It's about how hurtful you're being, how you're treating me. Like, the money is not the problem. I mean, first off, if we really want to go about money, you're not giving me money. You're spending money on me. You're not giving it to me. But, you know, regardless, it's not about the fucking money. It's about the treatment. Like, you get me to come here because you want to spend time with me, show me the city, and then you fuck me, switch on me, and dump me, basically, because story doesn't end there. So that happens, and then the next day, late afternoon, we end up hanging out. It was hard for me because it's like, I'm still, like, I'm traumatized. Like, you basically used me for what you wanted, and in return, I get yelled at, and you show me that you're trying to manipulate me. So the next day seeing him, it was hard, and I remember he was like, "You're gonna have an attitude all day." One of the first things that he said to me. But I tried to put it aside, have a good day. We go out to eat. I don't know what else we do. And this is where it gets bad again, because not on birth control, and I wasn't planning on having sex with him. It happened, and so after me trying to hide the fact that I'm okay, or hide the fact that I'm not okay and everything, he gets me a plan B, and it just upset me even more. I don't know why, it did. It just upset me even more because I wasn't worried, I wasn't stressing, and then he's like concerned, and I guess it just really hit me then how much of a secret that I am. Like in that moment, it really hit me that like, you're a secret. This needs to not happen. Like, keep the status quo, like minimize the situation pretty much. Like, that's all that was running through my head, and it was just like, it was a lot. So we go back to the hotel. Monday, he had work. And he apparently worked late, so he couldn't say bye to me. And that just made my emotions worse because after everything that's happened, like on this trip, and then also just like in general, it was another slap in the face and another reality check that I really didn't mean shit to him anymore. And it really just confirmed to me that he really just wanted me out of there, out of his life, just gone. And so that kind of leads us up to now. Today is Tuesday, August 19th, and I could be pregnant. I don't know if I am not or am or not yet, but what I do know is that it doesn't want anything to do with me or the baby if there is one. He thinks I am ruining his life, going to ruin his life with it. And what I really have to say is that at this point, if there is one, it's no longer about me and you. But he's too dense to understand that. It's about the life that could be created, could exist. But what I do know is that I don't know yet. He doesn't know yet. But yet he's treating me so negatively, insulting me, being so mean and aggressive with me when all I've done is be nice to him, and just all I want is for him to be nice to me. During this time, I've been moving, traveling all on my own, and instead of him checking on me, seeing how I am, caring, he is telling me, good luck. Literally just saying, good luck. Like, it's so crazy how you can treat someone like this. Like, we don't even know. We don't even know if it's happening. And this is how we don't even know if we're in that situation. But yet you're choosing to be mean and harsh and aggressive it really shows. It really shows how you actually feel. And it really just confirms to me everything that I knew, everything that I blocked you from in the beginning. You don't care about me. You never have. You don't value me as a person, as a friend, as anything. I'm glad you got what you wanted finally. You've been waiting since, 2017, 2018? Been waiting a long time. What I do know is that I've done nothing but show you love, show you respect and support, and it's me abused, manipulated by you. That's all. And I didn't want, the only thing that I wanted in return out of our friendship is for you to be nice and to care, to actually genuinely care. And you couldn't even do